Yo, what's good? It's your girl Becky the Pod. Welcome to Stay One Up. We have Chris Polk here, aka Polk Fit. Tell him a little bit about yourself.
I am Chris Polk, aka Polk Fit, personal trainer out of Dallas, Texas. I've been training for about 3 years. Took my leap of faith 3 years ago. I quit my job at Domino's. Yes, I worked at Domino's. I was a delivery boy, if y'all didn't know. I kind of got tired of working for somebody, and I was like, well, in order to take my brand to the next level, I have to just take a leap of faith and quit. So when I quit, I went from 5 clients to 15 clients in a week.
Wow.
I was featured on different podcasts.
Okay.
And then as the year progressed, I did win Trainer of the Year for Cosign Magazine.
Yes.
I was featured on Channel 8, WFAA, News 8 Daybreak.
Did you work them out too?
I did. I had a little promo. I was doing my thing. I had a little segment where I was doing Moms on the Go because it was around Mother's Day. So I was educating the mothers about how they could be
working out
on the go.
Always on the go.
On the go. So there were, it ain't no excuse. It ain't no excuse.
So wait, what are people like me? I have lots of excuses. Time, 2 jobs. What do you tell us?
Make time for what you make time for.
That is good.
In 2020, there's no such thing as being busy.
Okay.
Everybody says, oh, I'm too busy to do this, I'm too busy to do that. But you have time to be on your phone.
You're right, that is true.
You have time to go to your job.
That is true.
You have time to do your side hustle, which is your
true.
entrepreneur job.
Right.
So why not make time for your health? Because
that
without your health, you won't have any longevity towards what you really want to do ultimately.
Do you think it's also a big part of mental health? You know how people talk about they need to do this and this, but I also think working out is a good part of mental health. Actually, mainly self-care.
Well, I mean, it's overall. It's not just physical, but it's mental, spiritual, emotional, and all that, the whole nine. So when I train, when somebody says they're a trainer, I'm asking, what are you training specifically? Okay. Some people say, oh, I'm just training the body. No, it's the mind, body, and the spirit.
Okay.
So some people come to the gym with the situation they have at the house or whatever situation they're coming with.
Right.
And they release those endorphins by, exercising and getting all that stress out of their system.
Right.
So by progressing and getting the results that you're looking for, it makes you feel good internally and externally as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So last time we talked off camera, way off the record, you had some merch coming.
I did. It's on the way. It's on the way. I had a little hold up with my guys. He has the flu. So yeah.
Are you sure he has the flu and not the coronavirus?
It ain't the corona. So when y'all get y'all shirts, it's gonna be clean. It ain't gonna have no flu-like symptoms or no corona
Put some
on
Lysol
the shirts.
on it.
Yeah. Don't spray it, cause just trust me, cause I ain't sick. All right, it's coming through me too.
So what? Tell us what kind of merch. I know it's not no regular T-shirts or anything, cause I know what you wear is not what you will sell, right?
Right. So
wait, that makes sense.
What I do sell are T-shirts. I do have hats, dad hats.
But you have those hoodies with no sleeves?
The cutoff sleeves.
Okay.
I'm about to get those back, but it's a little too hot now. I was trying to get those back in February. It's March, it's springtime.
I mean, when you're in the gym.
But they're kind of thick though. They're kind of thick.
You're
talking about the thin ones.
Yeah.
Okay. I can get those, but I think they're not out right now. I think as the months progress, I think they're going to come back out because it's seasonal and stuff like that.
So I know you're mainly out in DeSoto,
downtown.
And then you
Dallas.
also do stuff with
UAB, Ultimate Athlete Boot Camp.
And you're also downtown at Southside Lamar, right?
Yes.
So no excuses on locations and time.
No, because
you're pretty much doing this all day.
Right. I train full time.
What made you go full time?
Full time. It's my passion. It's what I love to do.
So after Domino's, this was just a full time thing.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Since October, I believe the 10th of 2017, I've been training full time.
So how do you reach out to new clients?
I don't necessarily reach out to them. They kind of just come to me.
Right.
Because I don't want to ever just persuade them to get in shape.
Right.
And I don't want to force them to do anything they don't want to do. So by me just being consistent, always posting content, that makes them more intrigued because they're seeing that I'm consistent. And then when I bring the results behind the consistency, that gives them even more intrigued. Okay, I have this shape, I have skinny, big, petite, all these different sizes. So it kind of just brings them to me. So.
I saw a couple of your Instagram videos where you're doing a push-up, flying in the air, jumping on some boxes.
The 180.
Yes. So is that what your workout consists of?
Believe it or not, all of my workouts that I post on Instagram, I actually do those in person. So it's not for clout or for likes or anything like that. all of my movements are genuinely like done like in my actual workout routine.
So I know you're doing this like at 24-hour fitness because some 24 hours have turf now, and you're doing this in public gyms. What do you think people are saying about you when they see you jumping from one end of the gym to the other side?
You know what? When you guys follow me on my Instagram, Polk Fit, you can see, if you look real close, you can see the people looking in the background in slow motion. They're just like, they're just looking around, looking at me like, what are you doing? So, I mean, I just see it as being different because I've always been different my whole entire life. I've never been a person that was just be in the crowd. You know, I've always been like that person that was just like, all right, I'm gonna do my thing and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean,
I've never seen, well, I've seen a couple of trainers do, but I've never seen someone just fly in the air. You're like a freaking flying squirrel, especially in slow motion. Looks really good.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be different because you know what the message, because there's a lot of trainers out here, so what message are you sending out to those people? Is it like everybody else, or is it your own unique method of how you do things? So I have a message of doing things physically with my content, and the other aspects by just actually training the mind, the body, and the spirit. Yeah.
You know, so I've been to a lot of personal trainers, and I run. We talk about this all the time. One trainer I went to.
You still ain't came to me, but we gonna continue this interview.
And now after this, I have to go because I have to practice what I preach.
She's been telling me
for like a year.
She gonna train with me for a year, and I'm like, all right, Becky, I'm not gonna force you to do anything you don't want to do.
But he's always ready. Whatever I hit him up, he's like, I'm ready to go.
You gotta be ready.
But so somebody comes to you, and they haven't really lifted. So correct form is always a big ordeal, right?
Absolutely.
So would you give me like 20-pound weights but I've told you before I used to run, but I've never lifted weights. Would you ever give me 20-pound weights?
No, I would progress you into the weight. So the first stage one would be you pushing your own body weight. You need to learn how to primarily focus on your body movements and stuff like that. So lateral movements, high knees, lateral high knees, jumping jacks, sprints, because a lot of women want to lose the stomach, the stomach area, the core area, you know what I'm saying?
RB or belly?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So by doing sprints and high intense interval training exercises, that fastens that process. So in conclusion, I would start off with body weight and then I'll progress you into the weights. So there's levels to everything. Because if I just threw you in there with 20-pound dumbbells, you don't know what to do with them. No. And then you're gonna look at me like, well, I'm a beginner, I'm at level 0. So, that's another thing. I train all levels. All levels are welcome. I don't just train advanced or intermediate. Like beginners, intermediate, advanced, ultimate, whatever you want to call it, after advanced, like I train everybody.
So how do you do in a group setting where, you know how, let's say you have a beginner, you have somebody who's advanced. In a group setting, in a group workout, how do you want everybody to be equal, right? But how do you also make it easier for one person and more challenging for another?
Well, nothing's going to be easy with me. So I had 2 beginners that signed up with me last week. And I used to do this method where I would have the beginners in their section and everybody else in their own section. But I'm not doing that anymore because the thing is, you came to me to seek something different. So I can't give you something that you're used to doing by your own self, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the motorcycle man, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the motorcycle man. But yeah, you have to put everybody together because all levels you have to figure out who you are within challenging yourself. And by challenging yourself, you have to go against people that are intermediate, that are higher level than you, because it's not gonna always be like that. Because pretty soon you're gonna progress to intermediate and advanced by getting the results month after month, day after day. So yeah, that's how I get everybody together, because everybody can get in shape. It doesn't matter what level you're on.
I know a lot of people have an issue with, like, I guess, finances, right? So you could pay $20 a month for a gym. And who's to say that, I pay $20 for a gym. I don't even go every day of the month. I hardly even go at all now, right? And when I'm there, I'm doing like basic work, biceps, a couple machines. I'm doing the cardio machines, right? And so someone who says like, oh, I could just pay $20 to go to a gym, how do you persuade them to, like, personal training with me is what maybe is better for you?
Go to my Instagram, go to my content. See that I'm not all talk. I never, when I talk to somebody that's intrigued by training, all I tell them is, if you trust me, I will get you in the best shape of your life in every aspect. All you have to do is go by what I tell you, and you say discipline to yourself, because end of the day, this is a partnership. It's not just me just training you. Because I'm not going to be with you at your apartment or your household when you're
eating a bag of chips,
bag of Funyuns, or Doritos and stuff like that. I know. Nah, but seriously though, you have to balance yourself out.
Right.
Because this is a partnership, like I said. So
Okay.
you have to do your part, and I'm doing my part
Yes.
as always. So yeah.
I mean, you know what's interesting is that I know my friend Nikki.
Mhm.
I didn't know you also do meal plans too, or including the workout.
Right. Everything is included with the workouts. You just don't get an exercise for an hour
Okay.
and leave. Everything is, you get accountability. You do monthly check-ins. You know, the 6 meal diet that I provide for all my clients, stuff
Right.
like that. And it's very like generic, because some people don't know how to eat the perfect way.
Right.
So I put like, you know, low carbs, because I know a lot of people want to lose weight.
Right.
Then to gain muscle. You know what I mean? So I put everything out there that where it's real fundamental, where they can understand, you know,
Right.
this is what you need to do during the day. And I know a lot of people have like busy schedules and stuff
Okay.
like that. So what I tell them, out of the 6, you need to have at least 3 meals out of the day.
Not one meal that will suffice for
What is
all.
one meal going to do for you?
Obviously nothing.
Nothing. So you're asking your body to do a lot already, because you're working 2 jobs.
Right.
You're doing your
I love how you're just talking about me.
You're working your brand. Well, okay. Well, let's just put an example. You're working. You have a job. You have a 9 to 5.
Right.
You're trying to do your entrepreneur
Okay.
journey and stuff like that, and you're trying to just be healthy. Like
Yeah.
it's too busy. So you have to make time in between the day. Make time before you go to sleep, the day before, because at the end of the day, like I said, there's no excuse to get in the best shape
Right.
in every aspect. There's no excuse.
So you know how people come to you and they're like, "Yo, I want to look like them Instagram models," right? What do you tell them?
I tell them to go find somebody else,
Wow.
because I'm not the person. I'm not an Instagram trainer.
Okay.
I'm not an influencer.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm the real deal. I'm genuine.
That's really good response, because some people be like, "Yeah, I can give you a big butt."
That's because a lot of millennials want to look like what they see on Instagram, and
Right.
what they see on Instagram isn't always the real thing.
So what is on Instagram then? Like, what are people
Waist
doing?
trainers, sweatbands, and all these
Saran wrap.
saran wraps, all these different outlets that you wanna speed up your process
Right.
to losing the weight.
Right.
Or these teas that I'm seeing, these fat
Oh,
tummy teas and
yeah.
stuff like that. So
They're sponsoring everybody.
yeah, and the crazy thing is, it's all sold on Instagram. You don't see it in the store.
Right.
Because if it was in the store, they'd be getting the boot.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, Instagram is really like a facade. It's a good thing and a bad thing. A good platform or a bad platform to, like, you know, put your brand out there.
Mhm.
So,
So in 2020, I know we're still in the first quarter.
Mhm.
Where do you see yourself going from second, third, and fourth, and on forward?
my ultimate goal is to train celebrities. I want to train celebrities. I
Right.
want to train actors, actresses getting ready for their movie roles and stuff like that, because I feel like that's where the consistency falls
Right.
in. You know, in training, there's a lot of people that aren't consistent, you know, with getting in shape. They want to say, oh, I want to get in shape, I want to do this. But if you have like an end goal, you're not just training, you're training with a purpose.
Right.
So there comes an end goal with that. So I know with actors and actresses and stuff like that, they have an end goal. So by coming to me, I know how I train, and I
Right.
know my method works, because a lot of trainers are different. But
Right.
I see myself as being very unique, and I stand out. But I'm real humble about it. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So that's my end goal. I want to be in California. I want to train celebrities, like I said, high-end clients.
How are you gonna
CEOs.
deal with celebrities that, I guess, have different roles, right? For example, Michael B. Jordan, he had to look smaller here, but
Right.
then for Black Panther, he had to get really swole, right? How do you prepare yourself for that big? It's like, I feel like it's extreme transition.
I feel like, well, I know that it has something to do with his eating.
Right.
So if he's trying to get size,
Okay.
he needs to have high carbs,
Okay.
but do a lot of cardio,
Right.
so he can shred it off.
Okay.
Because you don't want to just be in a role where you're just big but no definition.
Right.
So you want to just have like high carbs, but still balance it out with like a side of vegetables. You know, like your broccoli, your asparagus.
So how
stuff
do you
like that.
educate yourself with all this? You're not a nutritionist. You're a personal trainer, but
I'm a master trainer.
Okay. Okay.
I'm a master trainer. I do everything.
So you don't learn from YouTube all the time. You learn
Absolutely
from
not.
reading.
I learned
Maybe.
from. I had a trainer when I was growing up.
Right.
In college.
Okay.
That educated me about the game of training, and
Right.
he knew. I had this story yesterday with a homie of mine. He actually told me. My trainer actually told me I was going to be a trainer
Yes.
when I was 18.
Right.
And I didn't believe it, because I was trying to go to the NFL. I was playing football, stuff like that.
Right.
So he saw something in me that I didn't see. And a lot of people actually told me growing up I was going to be a trainer.
Okay.
So, you know, by trial and error, I just learned how to take care of my body,
Mhm.
and I just found what works for me.
Right.
And I just kind of just made it fundamental where it makes sense for everybody to understand.
Sorry, you guys, my hair.
Oh my gosh.
I'm here. I'm Becky with the good hair today.
Becky
Not
with
really.
the good hair.
Actually,
Becky the OG.
Yeah. Well, I think honestly, you have have a great platform for people, and I think you're serious about, like I said, you're not an influencer, which is good, and I feel like you're a great asset to people out here in Dallas for now.
Absolutely.
If you want to make it into the celebrity world, I could see that. I could totally see that. You're intense, and you aren't really cocky about who you are, which is
not
good.
At all. You can be. I mean, you can balance it out.
Right. You can have balance. You can have some, I guess, like, confidence in yourself and really like, yeah, I am the shit, but not like I'm better than everybody else type stuff.
You have to be humble about it, because the thing is, like, your actions are going to show like you're the real deal. You don't have to keep talking about it, just be about it.
So there's a lot of other fitness people you work out with here, or you work with out here in Dallas. Name 3 top other people that you would also say would be your, if you were to train like a football team, what would be your 4 people team?
What team would I train?
No, your trainers. If you were to have 4 trainers on your squad. Out here in Dallas.
Okay.
Dallas based.
I have, you want 3 or 4?
3, because you'll be 4.
Okay, all right. All right. Well, my first one would be Josh Hicks, 300 Fitness.
Okay.
He's located in Arlington at A+D1.
Okay.
That's a Keep to Leave gym. And Dewan Woods Fit. He's one of the coaches for UAB, Ultimate Athlete Bootcamp, that I do.
Right.
And lastly, Jacoby Vills, who trains at Sanders Fit as well.
Okay.
His Instagram is fit_Vills, I believe. Yeah.
See, he knows everybody's Instagram names too.
I hang around the best of the best, so I gotta know who I.
Do you guys ever like share workouts? Like, hey, I learned this new move. You can do this compound workout.
Right. Actually, you know what? I still have to do a challenge that Josh tagged me in last week. It was like this ab exercise with a sandball. You have to kick it up and you have to hold it, and it's a whole bunch of crazy stuff. So I ain't done it.
I heard sandball and kick, and then I lost me there.
It's crazy, and I ain't done it yet. And I told him that I was doing it because he tagged me in his actual post, and I was like, oh, well, I got to do it.
Do you create challenges too? You know how sometimes trainers or gyms, they create monthly challenges, I know in October, my friend was telling me there's Squat-tober, right? Do you think you'll ever do that, or do you think your main focus is just training people and not really doing challenges for the social media stuff?
I do have challenges, but it's more like for the clients, not for like the social media platforms, stuff like that. I'm not really, I could be that way, but I don't know. I'm just more of a physical person. Like, I want to challenge you in your face. You know what I mean? I want to make sure, okay, you should lose this amount of weight by this date. And if you get to this weight or this goal, I'll give you like a Polk Fit shirt or like Polk Fit apparel or whatever.
That's good, like a reward system.
Right. So I had an actual client that lost 100 pounds. So I rewarded her.
Oh, you've been posting a lot of your clients who've made great progress that's been working out with you, right?
So yeah, my client Raina, she's like my only consistent client that I've been training for a year now. So it was.
What's her end goal?
Her end goal is just to be healthy. I mean, she wants to lose weight, obviously, but she just wants to be healthy. She wants to just take her body to the next level. Because I remember when I first trained her, she emailed me, and I thought she was another lady. And she was telling me, I just want to take my body to the next level. I'm already on, a certain diet, certain program and stuff like that. I just want to take my body to the next level. I love the way you train. And I was like, all right, cool. We made it work. So she was like 262 when she first started. Now she's 158.
So I know there's a lot of different food diets, like trends, right? So you have the keto, you have like all this stuff. So how do you adjust to people who come to you and they tell you like, hey, I'm on this specific diet, for example, keto, right? Which is, I don't think it's the healthiest way.
It's not the healthiest because you're basically starving.
But how do you work out with clients like that who aren't wanting to change their diets?
I just tell them that if you come to me and you're already on a certain diet, and it's not going to complement the way I train, I'm not going to change the way I train for you. Okay. So when you come here, you're gonna just fall in line with how I train, because you came here for a reason. You saw something on my page that intrigued you to come. You know what I mean? So I would just tell them, hey, like I said, I have my own diet that I give to my clients that works, and it complements the workout, so you won't be as like fatigued during the day and stuff like that. So
I do have one more question before we close off.
What's up?
I've noticed that sometimes in different cultures, people have to fast.
Right.
So I know when it comes to working out, I know you have to maybe decrease the intensity just a little bit because you're fasting. Because I don't know how it works. Like you eat, you eat for 12 hours and you don't eat for 12 hours. So how would you deal with a challenge like that?
I would just tell them that, just find what works, basically, because when you're like intermittent fasting, I think it's like 8 hours of not eating, but the rest of the day you get to eat whatever you want. So those 8 hours are critical. You can't eat anything. You can't have no chips,
Right.
no nothing.
Right.
So what I tell them is like, if you feel comfortable with that, then I'm gonna just still do me.
Okay, that's
You know
good.
what I mean? Because I'm like I said,
But you're giving them the warnings of like, this is what I do, and then
Right.
right.
you
That's
always
good.
have to educate people on different things outside of what they already know.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
That's smart. That's
Yeah.
smart.
You gotta be different. You gotta give people, like I said, what they don't know, because they're coming to you for a reason.
Right.
They're not just coming to you to just get in shape. They're coming to you to learn about their body and learn something about themselves that they never seen before.
I like that response.
Yeah.
I like that response because some people, you know, they'll take your money, they'll give you some workout.
I'm never about money.
And it's like, I'm doing it, but I don't think I'm doing it right.
Right.
And then I'm like, then I get hurt, and they're like, well, we'll do it like this then. Well, you're just taking my money at this point. I'm
Right.
already handicapped.
Right, and I don't need anybody's money. I'm here to change the world in every aspect. I'm
I
here
like
to
that.
I'm here to be.
You're very genuine.
Yeah, I mean, I have to be giving my knowledge and giving them what they don't know, because I have a lot of knowledge.
Right.
It wouldn't do me no diligence if I were to just keep it to myself.
Right.
Because a lot of people don't know how to get in shape. They see Instagram and stuff like
I
that.
see Instagram.
They see these Instagram models with the six-pack and stuff like that, but how do you know what they did to get there? Did they cheat themselves? Did they have these detox teas? They're just showing you the end result. They're not
Did
showing
they
you the
go
process.
like, you know, get help? I think another big deal is like maybe possibly like laxatives.
Right.
You know, they think like if they drink a lot of coffee or do this stuff that they'll like boom.
They just wanted to get quick results.
That's not
and,
good.
and I tell people all the time that there's no quick results to getting what you want to
Right.
get. Everything's a process. It's a process to get where we're at right now. It was a process for me to get to where I'm at, and same for
Right.
you and everybody that's successful in their entrepreneur's journey.
What's your favorite quote that you live by?
To whom much is given, much is required. Luke 12:48. That is the definition of Polk Fit. So Polk Fit actually has acronyms.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know that.
Okay.
So Polk Fit stands for
Tell us.
perseverance over laziness, knowledgeable, fulfilling, innovative transformations.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did you come up with that? You probably just lived by it and it just happened.
Yeah, it just kind of just came to me. It's one of those things that I was just thinking about when I was working out one time, and I had like the POL, but I didn't have like the rest of it.
Right.
And I was just thinking about it. I prayed about it, and I was like,
At least you don't have a Z in there. That'd be weird.
oh, no, none of that.
It'd be like something for zebras.
Right.
I'm
It
just
wouldn't
kidding.
be like, it ain't making no sense. Yeah, but yeah, that was something that I wanted to do to stand out even more outside of my brand.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Alrighty. Oh, and we're out here at this mural because I asked you. I was like, "Are you inspired by Nipsey?" And you're like, "Yeah, yeah."
I am. I love Nietzsche.
So tell me about how Nipsey affects you in life and how he also, I guess, is part of your training.
Well, I've been listening to Nipsey Hussle since 2015, I believe.
Right.
Yeah, 15. Yeah, Mailbox Money. Nipsey is a go-getter.
Right.
Nipsey is the innovator. He gets it by any means, and that reminded me of myself, and that made me even more closer to not him, but
Right.
his music. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because like he didn't do it for just himself. He did it for his city. He did
Right.
it for the world, and he changed the world so quick. And then God rest his soul, but he made a difference.
Right.
Even before he passed away, he was making a difference already in the community. He gave back to the kids. He loved the kids. He was doing stuff outside of just
Right.
rapping. Yeah.
And I see you're also giving back to the community too. You're also
Absolutely.
part of We Are.
Hunger Drive.
Yes. We Are
Nonprofit
Hunger Drive.
Hunger
You
Drive,
guys you guys just did what'd you guys just do recently?
We just had a care package drive.
Yes, and you guys were giving out to homeless people out here in Dallas.
Yes, for Christmas. Yeah, every Christmas. We've been doing it for a year now. So we
Right.
started in 2018. We had one.
You guys have a big team that helps you guys.
Yeah, we have about 7 people that's doing it. Yeah,
Right.
so we're pretty close. We're pretty unified with just giving back, because when you build a team, you have to be able to just be on the same page.
Right.
Nobody can be selfish. We have to just be able to give back, because it's not about us anymore. It's about
Right.
giving back to the city.
So where can they find you on social media? Where can they book you? And where can they, where can you be their next trainer?
Okay.
makes sense.
My Instagram. Oh my God. My Instagram is Polk Fit, POLKFIT. My Facebook is Chris Polk, CHRIS space obviously POLK, and I do have a website, polkfit.net, and those are all my platforms.
All right, you guys, stay on up.